A sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for our main event of the evening. 15 rounds of heavyweight action.
Remember what we talked about.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically solid in all areas. He's going to have the edge.
Johnson's right hand working well that time. He scored well.
I see us! Like what I see in there!
Blocks that punch.
Let's go!
Halfway through round number one.
Yeah, that's it.
A headshot blocked. Hurricanes rocked by a huge hook to the head.
You need to keep that head moving.
And he's holding. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Final 10 seconds of round number one. End of the round. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. He just didn't throw enough, Teddy. I mean, you got to go out there and put something forth if you want to win the round.
Hey, sometimes it's complicated, sometimes it's pretty simple. You don't throw punches, you don't win fights.
What an impact that left hand just made by Johnson. And he just holds on there. A nice block by Johnson. And he's just not engaging in the fight. He clinches again. That's a solid right hand by Hurricane. Hurricane's able to avoid that punch.
Stay away from those.
Blocks that belt line well.
Like what I see in there.
What does a fighter need to do to really build the foundation to a great career?
Well, first of all, they have to have the desire to have that great career. There has to be something in them. There has to be coal in that furnace to burn, and to burn later on. Maybe something happened to them in their life. Maybe through their parents, maybe through neighbors, maybe through coaches. Somebody told them they were never going to make it. And they go in their mind that they're going to find a way to make those people wrong.
Johnson's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Great hook to the head that time. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Hurricane's just looking to get it done on the back end here, Teddy.
Yeah, he is. He's just waiting to set a trap. You know, he's trying to get his opponent to walk in where he can make a miss and bang, spring it on him.
Now hugging on the inside.
See those coming.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2.
Keep it up.
End of the round, and that was a very good example of how to be efficient with what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good example of how, as you say, Joe, he doesn't waste anything. You know, he wants to make everything count, but it gives hope that the other guy can come back because there's spots where you can out-hustle him. While he's being so conservative, you could just outwork him a little.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Fires right back at him. That's a well-scored left hand by Johnson. Johnson's punch is far off the target. Good combination punching by Johnson. Johnson's left working well that time. Now he ties up there. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Let's go.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Good block by Hurricane.
Hey, let's go. Watch that.
Johnson's proving to be elusive.
Yeah.
10 seconds to go in this third round. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. And that does it for this round. Johnson's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on.
Punch, punch. Still not moving enough. Move. moving! Keep moving! Oh, keep your feet moving!
Johnson's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch.
1-2, 1-2.
Hurricane fatigue. That uppercut. What a big shot. Oh, and he goes down. First knockdown tonight. So he goes down for the first time, but you can just get a sense that he's going to be okay. It doesn't look like he's that damaged.
No, exactly, Joe. That was just a brush fire. But he doesn't want it to become a forest fire. So he's got to think in his head, why did I get caught?
90 seconds to go in round number 4.
Uppercut!
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Unload! More punches!
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Wow, is he defensively sound.
Keep that head moving!
Johnson smashed by an uppercut.
Uppercut! Left and right!
Missed the body shot. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. And he returns on that exchange. End of the round there. A round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically, how are they acting? What are you seeing out of them?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
Push yourself! Muévate!
Blocks away that headshot.
Yeah!
Hurricane's not putting forth much offense at all. Now, listen, I get it. You put forth some offense, you got hurt, you were stunned in this fight, so now you're strictly thinking defense. But at some point, he's got to change.
Yeah, he does. Otherwise, he can't win this fight. And his opponent is just going to keep coming like that ocean, banging into that shore, and it's going to come further up the shoreline. It's not going to go away.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Missed the target with that hook.
Come on, keep focus!
Well-timed by Johnson. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Keep it going! Punch! Punch!
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one.
Keep moving! Keep pushing! Relax, relax. Hey, gotta see that coming. Let's go.
Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. This round comes to an end. And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but he wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there, pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target, but his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
Careless out there, right? Just keep boxing smart. Hey, listen to me. When he misses.
The start of the 6th round. Targeting that straight left hand. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs.
Uppercut. Unload! More punches!
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Johnson's showing that he has an understanding about balance, about angles, about footwork. What does his opponent need to understand to deal with it?
Well, he has to figure out a way to take those tires. Give him a couple flats. That's what he's got to do. And there's no better way to give a guy a flat than to go to that body.
Left and right.
He missed that uppercut. You see him holding on. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange.
Pace yourself. Keep it going. Nice work. Nice work.
Hurricanes missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. We count down the final moments of this round. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Landing 2 jabs by Johnson.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Johnson's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing, and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old-timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, is to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part is letting your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
Halfway through the 7th round.
Move your head. Levante la cabeza.
Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Face yourself. Get after him. Come out. Come on, keep focus.
Hurricanes defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Johnson's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the actions. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down.
Hold it.
Well, he may be in bad shape, but all of a sudden, he's able to avoid punches and survive.
You know, boxing is a funny business. It's a metaphor for life. You know, sometimes you have somebody outside and they don't say what they want to say. They have to have a drink, a little alcohol to start saying the things that are on their mind. Sometimes a fight is no different. You know, he gets hurt, and now all of a sudden all his inhibitions are gone, and now he's doing all the things he's supposed to do because he's not thinking about anything except the things he should have been thinking about. It's automatic.
Need some water.
We got it.
You're good. You're okay. Breathe for me.
All we need is water up there.
Now
That's
listen,
it.
you threw a white punch and he touched
You
you.
don't need that. No, throw that away.
Oh, this is a wipeout. You're winning this fight. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you got this. Just keep doing what you're
All
doing.
we need is water up there. That's
Listen, I want you to pick his jabs
it. You don't need
when
that.
he
No, throw
throws
that
it.
away.
I wonder if there's an answer to change this, Teddy. Here we are in round number 8, and it has become a one-sided fight as he has strung round after round together.
You know, that's the right question, Joe, but you got to ask it to the right guy, not to the guy who's winning. He's going to keep doing it. Why would he change it? The opponent needs to be asked that question. Do you want to change this?
Hurricane's doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
Relax, relax. Nice.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Johnson's, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
Uppercut.
Big shot there. Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on?
One, two, three, four, five.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Johnson's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
Good job, buddy. Watch that. Focus.
And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Guard up. Left and right. Left and right.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round.
Come on, hit him.
Parries that punch intended for the head. We come to the end of this round, and for this fighter, I think that's a good thing, because I was looking at him there, Teddy, and it looked like he was breathing in and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
Working that box. Pace yourself.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Johnson's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Hook, hook.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Watch the hook. Move your head. Muévete la cabeza. Head movement. Head movement.
90 seconds into the 9th round.
Pace yourself. Come on, keep focus. It's all right. Just keep moving. Stay away from those. Come on. Punch! Punch!
Johnson's so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. Hurricane's a seasoned pro, and old pros tend to fall into the same pattern. Nothing has changed with him stylistically since he's been knocked down in this fight.
Well, that falls right into that pattern or that cliche where old dogs can't be taught new tricks. Well, right now, he's going to have to come up with a trick or two, maybe, to survive this moment.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
So here he is again, missing more punches. Now, I like a guy that throws punches, Teddy, but at some point, you got to do more than that.
Yeah, I tell you right now, if he was a carpenter, I would not have him coming in doing my kitchen cabinets, because he'd be just cutting up a lot of wood, you know, and it'd be all over the place. But I wouldn't have the bookshelves. I wouldn't have the cabinets that I want. I'd have a mess. And right now, this fight's getting messy.
And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
This is it.
Johnson's in control of this fight, Teddy. Sometimes you can just look at it and see it as clear as day. He's ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, too. But right now, he can't afford to coast because this guy is still dangerous. He has to still stay on his P's and Q's.
Move!
Hurricane's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Boy, he was hurt, but now he's gathered himself a bit.
You're not focusing! Keep pushing.
Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking one.
Put hands up.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Move.
Good way to protect the midsection. And we've reached the halfway point of round 10.
Yeah! Good work! Uppercut! Don't let him get to you! Unlock! More punches!
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
That's okay! Pay him back!
Nice block by Johnson.
Keep your head.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand.
That's what I like to see!
Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go.
Get out of the way from those punches! Move your head!
And that's the end of round 10.
Working, and this is your fight. Don't get lazy.
Johnson's doing everything he was supposed to do tonight. Here we are, the championship rounds, and Teddy, your scorecard has him up by a wide margin.
Yeah, exactly. His opponent has to score a knockout. Now, it's still there. There's still a chance, but he has to concentrate on one specific punch. I think it's the left hook. Try to catch him when he goes back. Every once in a while, he goes back with his hand down a little.
He just missed that shot up top.
Left and right!
Able to
left
dismiss
and
that
right.
body shot.
Pace yourself! You're still not moving enough! Move! Muévate! Hands up, man. Hands up. Hook! Hook! Jump on him! Nice!
Throwing a lot of punches here. Now, his opponent is showing very good movement. What adjustments can he make to deal with that movement?
Well, Joe, when you're fighting a guy who's smart, who's hard to hit, first of all, you got to shorten those punches up. If they're wide, they have no chance at all. And you got to go to the one place that's not moving. Guess where that is? Downstairs.
Move your head! Muévete la cabeza! Swing back! Atta boy!
Good return fire that time. Johnson's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly.
Shake it off!
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. last 10 seconds.
That's it. Stay down at the body.
That was another great round by him. I mean, what more can you say? He's landing the cleaner punches.
He's being the boss. He's doing the job. He's about to become the winner.
Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there.
¡Muévete la cabeza! Face yourself! That's okay, let's go! Watch the hook!
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Go!
And he decides to tie up again.
Come on,
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
Punch, punch! Come on!
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Not getting it done with that straight right hand.
Keep moving! Keep moving! Relax, relax!
Johnson's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Keep moving! Gotta be dos cabezas! Get him up! You're not focusing! That's okay! Pay him back! You gotta protect yourself!
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Hurricane. Final 10 seconds in this, the 12th and final round. Hard to see a way in which this fight changes. I mean, he's been outworked. That round just proved it again. He's been outworked consistently all night long.
This is your fight.
Well, look, you want to stay with the fundamentals. You don't want to get away from that. You want to use a jab. You want to bring your feet. You know, you want to get into certain ranges. But at this point, you have to find a way to land a big punch. You have to emphasize that to your fighter. It is desperation time. You have to go after him.
Let's see some defense! Unload! More punches!
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see.
Focus! Hey, hey! Let's go! Back to the body.
And he ties up on the inside.
Left and right! Left! Go get him!
Able to cover up that gut. Halfway through this round here. Blocks it away. Johnson's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. 10 seconds to go in this round.
Back to the body.
The start to the 14th round. Johnson looks to be a fighter who's ready to go here. Nice block by Johnson.
Move your head. Muévete la cabeza.
Unable to score with the hook.
Hey, gotta see that come in. Let's go. Good work.
Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit.
In and out. In and out. Body shot.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Hurricane's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Come on, keep focus. Cover up. Cover up. Hands up. Punch, punch. Let him get up out that corner.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Hurricane's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Final 10 seconds. Near flawless execution in that last round by Johnson, and his corner is encouraging to have more moments like that.
Yeah, well, what they're doing, I think they're doing the right thing. They're telling them pick it up. Don't be satisfied, because if you're satisfied, you start treading water. And if you start treading water before you know it, you're sinking a little bit.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
I'll tell you, what a courageous battle this has been. Nobody thought this fight would go to this distance. Nobody thought it. Took a shot, now he gives a left. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. He missed with that headshot.
Relax, relax! Move!
90 seconds to go in the fight.
You're not focusing! Get about that corner. Uppercut!
Unable to make an impact there by Johnson. Final minute of the final round.
Unload! More punches!
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Focus! Left and right! Left and right!
Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Keep it going! Cover up! Cover up!
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. So there's the final bell in a fight nobody thought they'd hear the final bell in.
No, it looked like Rock'em Sock'em Robots early on, but then all of a sudden, guess what? They started boxing.
Johnson's dominating performance gets the payoff with the decision. A unanimous decision. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
It was an easy one to score. I mean, he did it fundamentally well. It wasn't just with talent. He did it with the jab. He did it with control and range, going to the body. Great night.
Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time ringside.